As mijn vrienden, FR guys zo. Je nou net je eerste FL of Arjen gekocht, maar het geen idee hoe om dit uit te kit voor operatie in die bos niet. Moet niet worry niet, ik zal je wijzen hoe. Hey guys, FL guy here, intros in Afrikaans. I do speak some other languages in English. And in today's video, we are going to look on how to kit out a basic FAL and do some basic modifications. No gunsmithing expertise needed. Well, let's rephrase it. No advanced and highly skilled gunsmithing expertise needed. I got my 16-inch Kommando Rifle with me. So let's get started and shoot a couple rounds before we head back to base and look at how to upgrade this rifle. The beauty of a pair of FAL is that you can shoot it this way too. With me, I have a mag from February 1963. Let's see if it locks to the rear and how it shoots. We have another magazine from 1963. Also, great success. We are back here at the base, so to speak. I got my DS Arms Kommando Rifle with me. You've known this rifle from previous videos such as the Talkmach video, and we are going to kit it out, as you've seen in the intro. All these modifications are rather easy and simple. They're designed to be slapped on quickly on your rifle and increase it and make it a better firearm. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to change is the gas plug. Why? Because I like the South African grenade sight plug. It just gives a different vibe to it, you know? And half of this rifle is about having a cool vibe. Switching the grenade plug is super easy. I go to rotate the old one out and rotate the new one in. When I put in the South African grenade sight, I want to make sure that it is properly aligned and that I can easily drop in. There we go. Modification number 1 done. The grenade sight. Before we continue, let's have a sip of my cold Monster. Monster energy drinks are just phenomenal. Anyhow, let's get to modification number 2. And that is mounting a sling on a rifle. I'm a firm believer that every rifle needs to have a sling because I don't know how long I will carry my rifle, right? Especially if I have to carry it over long distances, on patrol, or whatever else the case may be. Mounting a sling on an FAL is rather easy with the new sling loop. I did a video on it before. We are going to mount a sling loop QD cup adapter on the front handguard, and we're going to run the sling through the buttstock. So in order to mount the sling on this rifle, I have to loosen the screw in the front handguard so I can take the handguards off and mount a QD adapter. In order to do so, to take the handguard off, I just elevate the front side or the grenade sight a little bit so it's easier to take the handguard off. Having both halves of the handguard out, I will then proceed to mount the QD sling swivel cup on the left side of the handguard, so it's closer to my body. On top of that, I will mount a small section of a Picatinny rail through the vent holes on my left side as well. The reason being, since I already have the handguard out, I might as well do it, is because I want to run a flashlight on my rifle. Why do I want to run a flashlight on a rifle? So I can see in the dark. We know that a vast majority of all engagements nowadays happen in a low light or no light situation. And for that, I need a flashlight. Mounting a Picatinny rail through the vent holes is super easy. I chose a Magpul MOE pick rail. They can still be found. I know there are a gazillion copies out there. The reason why I chose the Magpul MOE one is because it has bigger kind of tabs that will lock into the vent holes on the handguard. So let's mount that real quick. This is how it's going to look like mounted. On the rear, you can see how the screws and the tabs lock into the vent holes, and on the other side, you see the Picatinny rail and the QD cup. So that is modification number 2 and 3 done. QD cup, Picatinny rail. Now we're going to put the handguard back on the rifle, and that's it about the handguard. We're going to lock the grenade sight back into place. Now we can finally mount the front of the sling that I have with me into the QD sling swivel pocket. And the rear end of that strap will go in the stock. I'll weave it through the stock, I tighten it, I fold it over. After I fold it over, I'm going to take a piece of duct tape and tape the loose ends of the sling into each other. There we go. Sling has been mounted. Funny thing, it's a Taz 90 sling from Switzerland. Kind of like it. Anyhow, before I forget, flashlight. Sure it's tight. I can now activate the flashlight with my left hand. As you can see, if I need it, use a thumb switch and activate my flashlight, and the batteries are dead solid. 10 out of 10. I guess I need to swap batteries on this thing. Anyhow, let's continue kitting out the FAL before I swap batteries on it. The next modification we're going to do is swap the pistol grip. This is the OG pistol grip, which is not a bad pistol grip per se. It's a design from the 50s. However, there are newer designs out there. I know Fab Defense makes a new one. DS Arms make the saw-style pistol grip. I did a video on that before and how to mount it. There's also RS Regulate, which we're going to put on today. Different angle, a super cool grip. And I know that DS Arms will bring out a new kind of like angled pistol grip later this year as well. Anyhow, let's swap pistol grips on the FAL. And it's one of the easiest tasks. All you need to do is take a screw out, put in a new screw with a new grip. That's it. Grip is off the rifle. Now I'm going to take the new grip. I want to make sure that it's properly aligned, that the trigger guard is in there, sits well on there. I'm going to screw it back in. Make sure the grip is tight on your rifle. It's a new pistol grip. Part number 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the 4th modification we did to this rifle. Cool. Then the next thing that I want to talk about is magazines. I always want to have enough magazines. I got a brown South African magazine. The change I did to it is install this Magpul tab. They do fit on FAL magazines, just super tough to put them on there. But it makes it easier if I have them in my kit. I can easily draw them out. Then I have a magazine from 1963, February 1963. Also South African magazine, works quite well in this rifle. And the last is a rather rare magazine, also from South Africa, also from 1963, May 1963, with a South African camo paint on it. They all work. So obviously I want to have a magazine, and if I need to do some mag maintenance, you can get the spring kits from DS Arms. I did a video on it with the upgraded followers. Watch it if your magazine spring is too weak or if the follower doesn't properly feed. But get enough magazines. Magazines are plenty again. DS Arms is making new magazines. You can also get the polymer magazines from DS Arms. I have them at OSW. And you can also get their steel mags. They're also solid. My company brought in some South African mags. That is in May of June 2026, in case you watch this video at a later date. But yeah, get magazines. The last thing we're going to install is an optic. I believe an optic makes it so much more easier to acquire a target, to look down sights, to shoot faster on target. It doesn't make you a better shot per se, but it makes a lot of things faster that pertain to the aiming process and to the hitting the target process, so to speak. DS Arms make these rails dust cover. They're super easy to put on your rifle. And we're going to install one today on this short FAL. So that's the last modification, major modification, so to speak. What you also need is a water-resistant blue pen. We're going to use that to mark where we tied down the screws. For the installation purpose, what I need is just basically a screwdriver. I use a multi-tool here. I need to use the dust cover. I have this little spring retainer for the rail dust cover. That's basically it. I'm going to take the old dust cover off and swap it. So let's start. Old dust cover is off with all its springs. Don't need this anymore. Let's take the new dust cover. One thing that helps if I already pre-install the locking tabs on each side so I can easily slide it onto the rifle. Once it's all aligned, I just slide it on there onto the rifle. Now I need to tighten down the screws. All the screws have been tightened down. Let's put the bolt back in there, and that's basically it. We mounted the DS Arms cover on it. So the next thing we're going to do is take the blue pen, shake it, and then we're going to mark the screws. What do I mean by marking the screws? I'm going to do a little mark here on the screw and do the corresponding mark on the rail dust cover. I'm going to do this with all the screws here. That way I can tell if the dust cover is coming loose. I can tell whether I need to retighten it or not. And it is a great way to ensure that all the screws are tight, that there's no wobble in the dust cover. I will also do the same thing with the optic. And I do this on all 5 locking tabs on the dust cover. That way I always know my dust cover is on there tight. What I can also do is if these screws will come loose, use Loctite and then reapply the marking. Well, I think we got the max out of this Kommando rifle with a bunch of simple upgrades. Obviously the grenade sight, just because it's cool, I mean, it doesn't do anything better than the other side does, but it just gives a vibe to it. And we all know the FAL is so much about a cool vibe. Then we put the flashlight on it. Why? Because we might end up fighting in a low light or in a no light situation. I want to see in the dark. That's the biggest thing. We also put the sling on it. I think a sling is an essential tool for a rifle. No matter what rifle you own, you always want to have a sling with it because you never know where you're going to end up with, what kind of environment, how long you have to carry your rifle. And nothing is more painful than not having a sling and being stuck with a rifle for an eternity and having to carry that thing. And just a quick caveat, I used to have a carry handle. I cut it off because I think carry handles are dumb. Magazines, we mounted a pull tab on it, something easy. Rail dust cover. Why? Because optics. This is not the 1950s anymore. The future is now, old man. There's a cool meme about it. But optics are the thing now. I want to shoot quicker, faster. I want to see more. And optics allow me to do that. They don't make me a better shot. Don't get me wrong. I still need to be able to absorb the recoil, have a proper stance, proper grip. Rechte houding, would the Afrikaners say. But an optic just helps me be faster in the aiming process and putting rounds on target. And especially if I have to put multiple rounds on target, it helps me to reacquire, re-engage the target faster. And that's it. All these upgrades don't require you to be a gunsmith, because I am definitely not a gunsmith. All these upgrades are rather easy to get, and they enhance your fighting platform. And at the end of the day, we want to have a super enhanced rifle that fits our needs, our operational requirement, or our fighting in the bush. I hope you enjoyed this video on the upgrades on this rifle. If you did, please hit like, comment, subscribe. I can use every support there is. My Instagram is in the comment section below. Hit up my Instagram as well. I can, again, use every follower. Thank you very much for watching this video. And until next time. Bye donkey, tot ziens, en goed gaan. Cheers.